Well, welcome to Daily Reflections on day 6 of our series of reflections on seeing through the fog. And today we're going to be looking at living in grace. In day 6 we're shifting our focus from the internal transformation which is wrought by grace to external expressions of that grace in our daily lives and interactions. And Colossians 3:12-13 calls believers to actively embody the virtues compassion, kindness, humility and meekness, patience and forgiveness, mirroring the grace that God has extended to us. And this directive underscores the practical relational aspect of grace. It's not just a theological concept, but a lived reality that shapes how we engage with ourselves and others. And living in grace means that our interactions are characterized by our intentional applications of the virtues that Paul describes. It involves seeing beyond our own needs and desires to consider the well-being of others, and choosing to respond with patience and understanding, even in challenging situations. And this approach doesn't come naturally because it requires a conscious effort to put on these attributes and recognizing them as expressions of the grace we've received. So as we extending grace also involves a willingness to forgive and overlook faults, acknowledging that we too are recipients of unmerited favor from God. And this dual application of grace to ourselves and to others creates a cycle of forgiveness and kindness that can transform relationships and communities. So one practical application of living in grace is cultivating self-awareness and self-compassion. And this involves recognizing our own limitations and being gentle with ourselves when we fall short. Rather than defaulting to the self-criticism, engaging in regular self-reflection can help us identify areas where we need to apply grace to ourselves, allowing us to grow with our mistakes rather than be defined by them. So practices such as journaling, mindfulness and prayer can facilitate this self-awareness and compassion. Another application is to actively working to foster forgiveness and understanding in our relationships. This can take the form of regular conversations where we express our feelings and grievance in the spirit of humility and seek reconciliation where there's been hurt and misunderstanding. It might also involve proactively showing kindness and support to those around us, even when it's not reciprocated. By doing so, we embody the grace that's been shown to us, creating a ripple effect of positive change in our communities. So day 6 encourages us to practice grace as a daily active choice in how we treat ourselves and interact with others. So by applying the principles of Colossians 3:12-13, we not only reflect God's grace to the world, but also contribute to the creation of more compassionate, understanding communities. And as we're living in grace is an ongoing journey, one that requires intention, effort, and a deep reliance on the grace that sustains us. So I really look forward to sharing the last day with you tomorrow as we finish up this series of seeing through the fog.